Alright guys, we are back for another reaction, but before we start, I just wanted to I finally made a purchase from Candle Company. We're not affiliated with them in any way. I just wanted to tell you guys this, because as Disney lovers, you should probably know about them. Magic Candle Company, awesome. So we just bought some essential oils, and we got ourselves a diffuser. It's in the back there, changing colors on us. I can't point. Right there. I can't tell mine.
Yeah,
It's that way. The gym's that way. No. So it's behind us, and we got ourselves a diffuser, and we got some special scents so that we can have our house smelling like Disney all the time. So we got Horror Nights.
Pretty good.
Oh,
there
I
it
dropped
goes.
one. Can we start over? We got Haunted. Not Ben's favorite, but pretty good.
No, I'll let you know my favorite.
Banshee Flight, which is what we have going right now, which smells phenomenal. Ben can't really smell it that much right now, so that's okay.
I know. I kind of sneezed after smelling Haunted.
Polynesian.
That's probably my third.
That's
favorite.
your top three?
My top three is...
Well, let's see. This one, I couldn't believe Ben couldn't smell it, but... Little Old Christmas Shop. It smells exactly like the Little Old Christmas Shop. It smells like a Christmas tree, which I couldn't believe Ben couldn't get that scent from it.
I'm excited for Christmas time to smell that, though.
Yeah. Oh no, this one's open and spilling. And that's the one that... My hands are going to smell like that forever.
What smell is it? Tell them.
No, okay, this one's fine.
Yeah, you know what smell that just spilled everywhere? Rome's burning. You know that
Rome
smell
burning.
in Spaceship Earth when Rome is burning?
But listen, Rome burning, the reason I got Rome burning is because it's currently changing, right? I mean, they're getting ready to change all of Spaceship Earth. I don't know how much is going to stay, and that's an iconic part of the ride. Get over it, bro. We got Floridian.
Pretty good.
And then, I think our top favorite right now, at least for both of us, because it's the one that's lasted the longest, Pixie Dust.
Yeah, that's my number one, Pixie Dust.
Pixie Dust and Banshee Flight are definitely at the top. This Rome Burning's going to have to be by itself, because it is leaking right now, and I don't want to make a mess. But, like I said, we are in no way affiliated with them. It's just
we just love their
really
stuff.
Cool
Yeah.
products they had, and we just made our first purchase, and we're very excited about it. So, and I'm a candle lover, so I try to save myself a little bit of pain by just doing essential oils and a diffuser. I might need to wash my hands. We're gonna have to pause.
All right, go wash your hands then.
All right, so we are going to look at day 7. Where we were at Crystal Palace, Teppan, and there was a man in our room.
There was a man in our room.
Let's check that out.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I got this feeling rising through the ceiling. Singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So loose shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight.
Good morning, our fellow Disney lovers.
Morning.
Ben is also not feeling well now.
Oh man,
so that's
sick. COVID.
2 down, none to go. So very plain outfit for me today, but Ben's wearing this one.
My favorite shirt.
Interesting thing we've noticed about the merchandise. Some of the stuff you get last year and it's gone. Like Ben has this Mickey jersey that can't be found. That bug's still there, it must be dead.
Sounds good.
However,
Yummy.
there are some shirts that Ben ordered last year that are just now popular in the park. So there's a
I did
whole bunch
notice
of
that a
people we've
lot.
seen wearing this Mickey shirt that he has on right now, and he got it for Christmas last year.
I pay
So
attention to
they are
things.
interchanging their merchandise, but not quite enough. And rose gold ears are still everywhere. And you're gonna bet your dollar that this girl's finally wearing hers
that I bought at home.
I was so excited.
Happy, happy, happy.
You can get
Bought
some new
those
ones.
before
So,
we even left for the
of
trip.
course,
We
we
bought
spent
them.
all night last
at
night
our
in
home
Magic
Disney
Kingdom.
store in the mall.
However, we do have breakfast in Magic Kingdom this morning. So we're just going to do our breakfast at Crystal Palace, which we love. It's a really good buffet breakfast with characters. Winnie the Pooh and friends come out, so that's a good one. Definitely recommend it, and it only uses one of your dining plan entitlements, not two, even though it's kind of a character experience. It doesn't use two. We don't know why.
I do love that.
We're going
That's something
there.
important to know
And
because
then we have
people
dinner at
automatically
Teppan
assume
in Epcot
if there's
tonight.
characters there, it costs you
Just two.
two
Which if you've ever been
entitlements.
to
No, there's
Does
not
it?
a lot.
a
No, there's not a lot
hibachi?
to do.
That is what it's like, except 10 times better. So we're going to be headed there later today. So I think we're just going to do a quick morning in Magic Kingdom and then finish off our day in Epcot. So we're not spending too many days in a row at Magic Kingdom, although I can never get too much of Magic Kingdom because a girl needs her castle time. You know what I mean? But
sure
now
know
it
what
is
you
time to catch the bus and make sure that we make it to our reservation in time because the buses have been packed, traffic has been horrible, and it's all because of this Run Disney thing. So definitely look up, if you can, in advance when Run Disney is happening because it is a lot more crowded than anticipated. So
Yeah, it definitely
not that crowds
was.
are a
It
problem.
randomly got
you're in Disney, get
super
used to
busy.
it.
Yeah.
However, this is just something if you want to avoid.
Dude's coming after you.
This would be definitely a time to avoid. So
Well, I had a mirror going, so I didn't
Alright.
really care.
we'll catch you at Magic Kingdom with Winnie the Pooh. Guys, it's
all the
giving
Christmas.
in here. Look at it. I love it.
Holy sound.
Huh?
Okay, so there's a reason that we love coming here
Oh,
for
that was
breakfast
loud.
more than dinner. Dinner was okay, but not our type of food. But here at breakfast, my eyes are always bigger than my stomach. But I've got myself a plate full. I've got fruit, grits, sausage gravy, and a biscuit. I've got a bowl full of, oh my gosh, I just froze. A bowl full of
I
grits.
just froze.
And then I found a
Brain
bowl,
fog.
a plate of sweets, Mickey waffles, and some stuffed French toast
Stuffed
and
French
sausage,
toast.
of course. Ben, what did you get?
All that food's making me hungry now.
I got the puff French toast, Mickey waffles, the sausage thing,
Louder.
the sausage thing, whatever that is. Breakfast pizza,
Breakfast pizza.
carrot muffin. Yeah.
Carrot muffin. Why did I get that?
And whatever that stuff is.
And of course, we both got coffee because, well, we don't function without coffee. And this won't be our first coffee stop of the day. So we will check back in and let you know how good the food is. And I can guarantee you it's their breakfast. Bon appetit.
There's a good picture of me hugging him, and I absolutely love it.
Breakfast was a huge success. As expected, my eyes were bigger than my stomach, so I barely touched my food, but what I did eat was phenomenal, and Ben got just the right amount of food. And how was it, Ben?
Perfect.
You have so much
So
to say.
if we had to rate this place,
It's those
Crystal
one-word
Palace,
hitters.
by the way, Magic Kingdom, right off of Main Street, right next to the castle. If we had to rate this place, come here for breakfast. dinner was okay. It was still fun, but
It's cold.
the food was just not my taste,
hard.
and it wasn't really Ben's either. So, and the soft serve ice cream wasn't what I wanted, and I was really just here for the dessert.
I know. I remember that soft serve ice cream being
So I barely
so
ate those
good.
anyway. But breakfast,
But it
what is our
let me
word
down.
then? It slaps. Breakfast slaps around here. Of course, we cannot come to Disney without a Dole Whip. Actually, I am not one of those people who always gets a Dole Whip
Facts.
when they come here.
I am not
But
one of
when
those
I
people.
do it right.
I'm
And let me
starting
tell
to be one of those
you,
people.
it's so hot, it's melting already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this. But
You can see how sweaty
and
we
Ben
are.
got
Like my sunglasses is like falling down.
Dole Whip, the raspberry pineapple in the float.
Delicious.
I just got a regular old Dole Whip because I'm boring, but it's so hot, so it's almost time for that cooling towel to come out. Aches. Hopefully we can just post up right here in the shade and eat this.
Again, post it up near a trash
bon
can, I
appetit.
bet.
Again.
Oh, hey.
Hello everyone.
Back at the room,
last
okay.
you saw,
Yeah,
we
we were talking
were
that.
we were having Dole Whip. So after that, we went and got in line, and we went and met Aladdin and Jasmine. And
We were there for
let
an
me tell
hour.
you, the line for that was ridiculous, and it was right in the heat of the sun. Like, I think I'm getting a little bit of a burn, but it's okay. It was worth it to get pictures. However, just our luck, we waited like a half hour or more. I don't even
Yeah, I
know.
used my phone.
And the guy's camera died on the people before us. So literally his last pictures were the people right before us. So he had to use
that was the
Ben's phone
worst.
to take pictures, but which is fine because we have them immediately. But we are paying
It
for
just-
the photo pass.
Yeah.
So
that
I
was
would
Yeah.
really
what I
like
was
to
gonna
have
That's probably the
those
bad part,
pictures.
We're
But
paying for
Ben
those
can edit
pictures.
them on
And
his phone and make them look the way that I like them anyway.
which
So
I still haven't seen them, so.
after we met Aladdin and
Oh, they're not that
Jasmine,
great,
we
that's
went
why.
and did a little shopping. We went through and just kind of just looking around to see if there's anything we wanted. We've picked out a few things that we like, but we're kind of saving all of that for a little bit. Some of the stuff that we want, I would like to ship home. So some of it I'd like to start buying like sooner rather than later, so we can make sure that it gets shipped home.
Ben keeps
and
shaking
is
his legs, driving me
safely
nuts.
with my parents or Becca. So this will be our first time seeing the fireworks that replaced Illumination's Reflections of Earth. So
I
hopefully
missed
it is
that.
worth
Yeah.
it. And there
this
are
one's
still
just in
performers, like different bands
interim.
and stuff down where we
It's
saw
not the
dancing
it's not the
on our first day. So
No.
we'll see who's there. I know Boys to Men was scheduled to be here at some point. It'd be kind of cool to see them, I guess. If we're in the area, why not? I'm going to try Test Track for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And I promise not to freak out like I did on Rock and Roller Coaster. It's
Wait,
not
didn't we
anything
already do Test
like
Track?
that, is what I'm told. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just didn't do well that night, so we'll be fine.
I did.
But
I already
we're
did
gonna,
Test Track.
Get cleaned up
Oh,
and
yeah.
head back out soon.
I just must
So,
have such a short
see you real
memory
soon.
that on day 7 I had no idea. This is your camera again.
Right, I'll make a small change on that watch.
This place is so underrated. They are so good.
Yeah, great what they do and it's great.
Oh my gosh, I know. And they're always so friendly. That takes so much practice.
Is the last one back?
Oh yeah, you got her trash. I forgot.
So we just finished at Teppan. It was really, really good. Ben ate all his food, but he had to stop at Australia for the Food and Wine Festival and get some deconstructed pavlova, or pav as they call it, and Cooper's, which is what kind of
Beer?
Just a beer, just
I don't
Cooper's
know.
beer.
I didn't read it.
So it is it just finished raining, but it's definitely thundering and lightning out here. So we're thinking we're gonna do a little shopping at Mouse Gear, and then we are gonna get out of here because we want to go to bed early and get an early start tomorrow. It's just not worth it to hang out in the rain if things are gonna keep getting closed. So we're gonna test this deconstructed pavlova. Now, Ben's,
Constructed means what?
it means it's open.
Open.
Okay, so like grandma makes the big and it's all
Okay,
covered
oh,
with
okay,
that.
so this is the-
So
okay.
it's more, like she said,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
more
this-
like a meringue.
Okay, so this is like the crust.
That's what the crust is, yeah.
Okay.
And I definitely want to taste
And
this
this is
too.
with strawberries and
Yeah,
blueberries.
Meringue.
Hard.
Meringue cookies
exactly.
are
She
hard.
is. So we met a girl who's from Australia when we were at the Meet Merida yesterday.
That's
At
about
the
right.
Meet Merida. Good
And
language.
she said that this deconstructed pavlova over here in Epcot was more like a meringue than like real pavlova.
Yeah,
Ben's
Grandma
dad
makes
gets this every
real
year for his
pavlova.
birthday. Grandma makes
This
it
is.
for
She was
him.
essentially
It's
saying
not
this
my
isn't what they
favorite.
So
have
with
in
banana, I think
Australia.
it'd be good with strawberries and blueberries.
She's done the strawberry and blueberry before.
My dad and my
Yes.
grandparents lived in Australia
I like
for a
this
couple years.
That's
And
that's
my
meringue.
grandma makes it for my
Yeah.
dad for his
me
birthday every
taste.
year.
And I used to hate it, and
With
then it's
bananas.
grown on
Very
me.
sweet, very sweet.
It is very sweet. It's
Alright,
like pure
so it's
sugar.
like a
And then
banana
me and my dad
cream.
also played Australian
Okay, there's
football.
a bug
so.
on it.
Let's
We
just
like
throw
the
that out
we
there.
like the Australian culture.
So I'm just gonna take.
He likes the Aussie.
Just eat
banana.
it.
That was such a Tim Tracker move I just did.
Oh, boy.
Shout
Really,
out,
really good.
Shout out Tim Tracker. I
It's
love you.
definitely
The way
those
I
are
did the
meringue,
bite,
like
I
meringue
thought about
cookies.
it,
Have
and
you
then I
ever had
pointed to
meringue
it.
cookies?
No, but it tastes different than what Grandma makes.
Very different, and that's what the girl over at the Merida thing was saying. This isn't true Australian pavlova. What
Oh,
Grandma
she said,
makes
oh, it's
is
true. Ah, okay.
This is meringue. She said this is crap.
Yeah.
Meringue cookies
Ah, got
are
you.
very different than
It's
just
really
whipped
good, though.
meringue on a pie. You've had lemon meringue
Yeah,
pie,
yeah.
right? Yeah, it's the same
And then
thing.
you ate all this.
I didn't eat all of it.
Look at that plate, and you said I ate
So he's
all
gonna
of
hang
it.
out and have his deconstructed pavlova, and I am
Holy shiny face.
a little
oh,
wet
I noticed it.
slash a little
Yeah, it's
sweaty,
wet.
sitting next to a 500
raining.
degree grill for dinner all night is not exactly the best option. Plus, it's raining. But so I guess some of our photo opportunities may be missed, but maybe we'll grab one by the ball on our way out, just because we don't have enough pictures. And today was a very lazy day, so our goal: do some shopping, get my raincoat that I want really bad
Ah, the raincoat.
because I really want it. So we're gonna
Still
shop
my
around
favorite
Mouse Gear
purchase
for
of
a
all
while.
time.
Love Mouse Gear, such a good store.
Mouse Gear
And then
is
we're
top
gonna
two.
just
World Disney, Mouse
head on
Gear.
back
Yeah.
and hopefully get
that's the
some
only two.
sleep because
there's a lot
we
of
wanna get up
shops
early. We
everywhere,
have
but
nothing
those are the
planned
top
for
two
tomorrow. So
big-
tomorrow's wide open for
Yes.
whatever we want to do. So we'll have to figure out what our plans are. We've spent a lot of time at Magic Kingdom lately, but you know, and then we have dinner in Hollywood Studios tomorrow night, so I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing, but we definitely can't spend a full day in Hollywood Studios tomorrow. I don't think. I don't know. Well, Ben's going to try his beer. Tell me more.
He's such
What's
a
it taste
connoisseur
like?
of beer. Watch his reaction.
Like beer.
It's like beer to me.
Not exactly an alcohol connoisseur.
I know all the ins and outs, you know.
Hello.
If you have any beer questions,
We
just
are
ask me.
home.
He knows
And it is
everything.
only a little after 9. So we are quite happy. We're gonna relax. We're gonna go to bed early. Says the girl who can never sleep, but hopefully I can tonight because I'm gonna take
So
all my
stuffy.
makeup off.
Yeah, you can hear
I'm going
the.
to put on my pajamas, and I'm going to take my pills because my pills will hopefully
Liar.
knock me out.
They don't work.
One little anecdote we were just talking about.
Sit down, girl.
So
Get
we
yourself
we got an option from Disney. It was very nice of them. When we first arrived, if we wanted to opt out of maid service, they were going to give us a $130 gift card. And we were like,
Thank
okay,
you,
sure,
Disney.
duh. We're messy people. We'd rather live in our own mess. Plus, love Disney, love you. Don't trust people.
I
I
don't.
just don't. And I,
Right.
Doesn't matter where I
every
am.
hotel we've ever stayed at ever, no matter how long, we put do not disturb on the door. We don't want anyone in the room. Yesterday we came back and I was getting changed and this man just walks in the room.
Oh my gosh,
And
it was
Ben
the
was
worst.
like, and I looked and I had
Yeah.
just said, I went into the bathroom and I was like, Ben, someone's been in our room. Because Disney now does the shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. They lock it into the shower. So it's big pump bottles instead of the little individual ones, which people like my mother would take home all the time.
True
So
story. I still have
they
a
do
closet
that
full
to save.
of
I think it just saves on my money. I was like, someone's been in our room, and all of a sudden this man walks in, and we were like, and I was getting changed, and he goes, "Oh, I'll come back." So he called like a half hour later and said, "Can I come back now?" And he came in, he fixed our shampoo and conditioner thing, and he left again. And we're like, okay. Well, today we came back for a nap, and when we were here, he knocks on the door. I said, "Someone's in here." And so Ben opened the door and he goes, "I am back." And he said,
Yo,
"I know
so-
you
so
opted out of
confusing.
It was.
maid service, but I still have to check things." And we were like, okay. So he literally just walked through the room, went to the bathroom, checked to make sure there was still shampoo and conditioner and soap from yesterday, and walked right back out. He said, "Everything fine," and he just left. It was the
'Cause if we
weirdest
needed
thing.
something, we
So
would
every
call
time
for
we
Right,
come
I
in now,
know.
we're like,
It was
"Hello?
odd.
Is anyone here?" So let's see. And then we went shopping, and I got myself 2 shirts, and I finally got. Guys, I've been waiting because I've been wanting to. I want one
I
from
did
every
buy 2
park.
shirts, didn't I?
I want every one they offer. Finally got one of my first reusable tote bags. Super excited.
I do love the tote
So I got my
bags.
Epcot bag.
I did
got
not get
myself
all
a
of them,
couple of shirts.
FYI.
Ben let me
We got,
buy
like,
2 things.
In
Three?
15
Just to
days,
use their
I only
husband.
ended up with
So I
3,
bought
and
2
one of them
things.
was the generic.
One
Well,
of
you
which
started
was not a
doing that like
raincoat.
day 7 in.
But I will get my raincoat.
But we didn't buy anything.
Good
We
night.
weren't buying anything.
That's true.
See you real soon.
So that was like an uneventful day. It was very bland. We didn't really.
Hey, that was great. I like that ending.
Yeah, I'm so glad you did that. It's so.
I got this feeling.
Sorry.
Bro. So that was kind of a boring day. Definitely recommend. So this was something we talked about the other day. Maybe alternating years. We really love going there at Christmas. We really do. But we were thinking about maybe alternating years going during the Halloween time so that we can experience Food and Wine Festival. While the alcohol doesn't appeal to me because I don't drink, I mean, he can obviously get whatever he wants, because every beer is going to taste like beer. So, wine's going to taste like
Wine.
wine. So it's all going to be.
Sorry.
Can you stop fidgeting? Are you 5?
I have ADHD.
Oh my god, no, you don't.
Okay.
So, anywho, just keep him contained. So we were talking about just being there for like the Food and Wine Festival because there's always something going on during Food and Wine Festival. Like having the option to stop at the Australia Pavilion and get something to eat and something to drink, and sometimes those things are worth snack credits and sometimes they're not, and that's fine. But it's just a cool experience being there like the fall time. It's still a little bit warmer there than it is in December. December is kind of my favorite time to go. But looking back at this trip, I definitely kind of want to go back during the fall and do that. And definitely be on the lookout for guys named Barry who walk into your...
Oh, that's the name Barry?
I think that's the name. I'm pretty sure his name was
I
Barry.
don't know. I mean, we could have easily called down and said, hey, like, is
I
this
know.
supposed to happen?
And you
But
know
we
what?
never did.
We did mention that we were going to say something because we were going to mention, like,
Yeah.
hey, we opted out of maid service. Is there a reason this guy just keeps showing up? Because I was in a towel, like, changing, like, and I had the curtain that blocks the bathroom area off, I had to, like, throw it aside because when the guy came in,
Right.
he threw the door wide open. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, strange man, plus opening the door, like,
And we had
And-
also had a sign on the door saying
that said, do not disturb.
like,
So it's kind of like, you should have knocked at least that time, and he didn't. And I wanted to say something like,
yeah. The other times he came back, he knocked, but
I
before
mean,
that,
I think the first
the
time
first time
really
he wasn't expecting
he was
anyone.
like, I don't think he thought that someone was in there.
Yeah.
But we make it a point everywhere we travel, there's always a do not disturb sign on our door.
right.
But that is just a little tidbit. Now, not everyone gets offered this, but I definitely think we get offered it a lot when we travel. No maid service, here's a gift card. Because that was at least the second or third time we were offered that in Disney.
Yeah.
We got it on our honeymoon. We got it, I think, the next year with.
But towards the end of the first week, I was kind of like, oh, I wish we had maid service because it started getting bad.
Well, here's the
But-
thing, though. I don't like people going through my stuff no matter who they
Nah,
are,
it's
even
true
if they're
too,
just
right.
straightening it up.
Right.
And you're a messy liver, so I don't know why messy living bothered you so much.
Right. Yeah.
But everything else was organized, and I mean, and asking for towels, you can just ask for them. Like, it wasn't a big deal. So we really didn't need it. But that's just, that's our little words of advice for you. If you're gonna go down there and they offer you that, just triple check that there's no random men walking in on you while you're changing, and just. I think it was an honest mistake. I really do, but it was just,
Yeah.
it definitely threw us off, and the poor man called, knocked, yelled every single time he came back because he was just like, hello, is it okay to come in? Like, we probably scared the crap out of him the way he scared
Yeah.
us, so. But every time we saw him on our floor, we were like, oh, is he going to, like, we'd see him
Yeah.
walking, is he making the rounds, is he going to stop in our room? But, so that was kind of an uneventful day, but it definitely reminds me of why I like going to the Food and Wine Festival, getting to try things like that, and like I mentioned here, and like you saw in day one, they have live music playing, whereas during the Christmas time, they don't have the live bands and stuff like that. It's just the reading and the
I don't think it was an
candlelight
uneventful
processional.
day. I think it was just what you got on
Right,
camera.
it probably wasn't. I just didn't. Towards the end of the trip, I
Because
definitely started to.
going to Magic Kingdom in the morning and like having breakfast and then
Yeah.
doing stuff there,
And that's a big breakfast.
and we waited in the sun. The line for Aladdin and Jasmine was in the sun, like the whole
And
time, and we were soaked in sweat.
We were, and the worst part was, they actually left for a break
That's what it was.
while
That's why it
we
took
were
so
in
long,
line,
yeah.
and we were only like 4 people away or something, or 5 people away. So they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they'll be back in 15 minutes." So we waited the extra 15 minutes, and then waited
Oh,
for
it felt
each
longer than
person.
15 minutes, though.
It did feel like long, but it's like they have to get breaks
But-
too.
Oh yeah.
And so we waited, and that, I think, you're right. Being in the sun, then going back, taking a nap, and then going back is kind of
And
like
then going
we,
back
we
out
did
to
a
Epcot.
lot.
Right? Yeah, we did. It was a lot.
We did a lot, and then it started to rain right after dinner. And Teppanetto it's a highly recommended dinner. It's delicious no matter what you get, but it is an experience, so it does take a long time. You're there for, I mean, it's a good hour and a half meal, I would say.
Yeah.
It's a full experience. It's worth it, but it's definitely a full experience. And I think we stood in the rain under the overhang of Teppanetto, just standing at the
For a little
building
bit, right.
for a little while, just trying to wait it out, and because a lot of people were, because it was pouring. And then we decided, you know what, the fireworks might not happen, so we took off, which is why there's no video of any fireworks. So we hope you enjoyed day 7, albeit it was shorter. And we hope you look into Magic Candle Company, even though they don't represent me yet. I'd love if they did. We're not affiliated, like we said in the beginning, but we just bought some new stuff and we're loving it.
Yeah,
so
we love it.
we just wanted to share it with
Gotta
you.
try that pixie dust, man.
Yes, pixie dust, Banshee Flight right now, while Ben can't smell it. It smells so good in here. And it's going to smell so good
It smells like
when I go to bed.
Flight of Passage.
Yes, it smells like the spray of the air when you get sprayed when your Banshee gets sprayed with water during the ride. Like that light mist, that's exactly what it smells like. And coming out of a diffuser, it's good. So, highly recommend. But thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell. And we will see you next time.
Oh, peace.
Deuces and smooches.